Kyoto plans to charge visitors up to 900% more in tax. Vocabulary. Overseas, overseas. We are planning to expand our overseas operations next year. Combat, combat. Exercising regularly is a great way to combat stress. Overcrowding, overcrowding. Only a limited number of visitors are allowed into the museum each day to avoid overcrowding. Tier, tier. La Liga is the top tier of professional soccer in Spain. Balance, balance. It can be difficult to balance the demands of work and family life. Livelihood, livelihood. The oil spill has threatened the livelihoods of many fishermen in the area. Article. With its beautiful temples, gardens, and historic sites, it's not hard to understand why Kyoto is one of the most visited cities in Japan. It's not only popular with overseas tourists either. Kyoto is popular with Japanese visitors as well. It's so popular that the city has plans to raise its accommodation tax from 1,000 yen, around $6.30, to up to 10,000 yen a night, about $63, to combat problems with overcrowding. In Japan, the amount tourists must pay in accommodation tax is different depending on the area, since local governments decide the rates. It can be a fixed amount per person per night or a percentage of the total cost of the stay. Kyoto's current accommodation tax system has been in place since 2018. Visitors to the city pay a minimum of 200 yen, about $1.30, and a maximum of 1,000 yen in tax per night, based on the total cost of their accommodation. But the new system will have 5 tiers, and visitors will now have to pay up to 10,000 yen per night for stays costing 100,000 yen, about $630 or more. The 200 yen minimum will stay the same, but it will apply to stays costing less than 6,000 yen per night instead of the current 20,000 yen. Kyoto Mayor Koji Matsui said the tax will help balance tourism and the livelihoods of local residents, according to the Mainichi. The new tax will be the highest in Japan among cities that use fixed fee systems, according to the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications. The city hopes to bring in 13 billion yen, about $82 million in taxes, more than double what it brings in with the current accommodation tax system. The city plans to introduce the new taxes in spring 2026.